Okay guys, welcome back. So what I want to talk about today is going to be about creating images in ChatGPT. So a few little caveats here. There's certain building blocks that you would use to write prompts, okay? And we're not going to talk about that here. We're just going to do it, right? For most things, you can ask GPT what's the best format, right? So that's one good way of doing it, because who understands itself better than AI itself, right? The building blocks. And I think that's what people miss. They look around on the internet for all these different prompts, but actually AI is there ready for you. So with whatever you want to achieve, it can write you the good prompts. And that's for another one of these mini workshops. So I'm going to jump straight into it. We're going to be very general with this stuff, right? But you can really hone things down to perfection once you get started with it. So let's jump in and have a look. So in here, I'm going to go to create images. Now you can just go straight in here and just click create images. But as I mentioned in the other workshop I did, is you can put it into here, create an image. So you can tell it the purpose. You could tell it create an image. You could tell it to use deep thinking or agent mode. You can actually write that in a prompt and it'll just pick it. So it does it for you. And sometimes I find it's better to write it what you want in normal chat, because sometimes it will bring back results for you and say, which option do you want? It will tell you the refining as you go through it, which is a really good thing to know. So let's just go in here and create this kind of stylized, maybe viral type YouTube thing, which I do all over mine, as you've seen. So I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put down what I want first of all. So I'm going to put create an image, okay, and I'm going to say I want it, and this is where it's a little bit out, right, because ChatGPT is not very good at giving precise sizes. So even if you put 16:9, which is the ratio of a card for YouTube thumbnails, right, it still won't get it right. And even if you put 16:9 and you put 1920 by 1080 pixels, for instance, it still won't match that image. So sometimes you need to use extra software to move this stuff around. So this is one of the limitations of ChatGPT. It's geared towards images, but it's not geared towards exact size and things. Maybe that's something that they'll improve later. We can ask it and see if it does it. And I use something like Adobe Photoshop, and I use Firefly to actually extend the background. But you can use other AI software that's more precise, right? So you can use things like Kling AI, or you can go on Fowl. Fowl's really good. Fowl.ai is really good because you can choose different models and you can set the ratio size 16:9. But for this, I just want to show it to you in GPT, right? Just so you know. So I want to create an image. I want, let's put 16:9 ratio. Okay. That's, and it still won't stick to it, right? But I'll put it in there anyway. 1920 by 1080, right? So that's that. And I want a viral style YouTube thumbnail. So I'm being very specific because that's the size, isn't it? Right? I've put 16:9, I've put 19:20. I said it's a YouTube thumbnail. So I couldn't be any more specific, but it will still get the wrong size, right? Go figure. So I want a viral style. So I've told it the style I want. Now I'm going to tell it the descriptions of what I want. So I'm going to put a full stop here, and I'm just going to do a soft carriage return. I just tend to do this, right? Let's hold the shift key, press enter. I'm going to put in here, I want a woman on the right and text saying how to create images in Chat GPT. Right, so, and then I'm going to put, as my line is, subline is system building, right? Because that's what we're doing, system building, right? So a way of speeding up your workflow. It's using what tools you need to basically do the job quicker for you. Right, I want a woman on the right and the text saying how to create images in ChatGPT, subline system building with AI, right? I've repeated it, but it's okay. And I'm going to say make a background echo the description titles. Okay, so very simple. So I've asked it for the size I want. I said I want a viral style YouTube video, YouTube thumbnail. I said I want the woman on the right and I want the text saying on the left. I don't have to say that really. I can put text on the left. System building, how to create an image in GPT, make the background echo the description. So hopefully feature some sort of AI or system building stuff in the background. And then finally, I'm just going to make it impactful and stylized. Okay, so I'm going to go in there and we're just going to hit, and once I hit this, because I put create image, remember I haven't chosen create image in there, I've just created it. So what it's going to do is it might look and give me text reply, and then I'll tell it to create image again, but we'll see what happens. So going to go boom, and it's creating an image straight away because I use that thing, create image, right? So I didn't have to pick it from the drop downs because it just knows that I want to create an image. So it's using the image creator inside of ChatGPT. So let's let it do that. I'll pause the video for a second whilst it does it. It's fairly quick. And there we go. And looks pretty cool. I love it. How to create images in ChatGPT, system building with AI. But look at the size of it. It's cut this off. And this is not 1920 by 1080. So for me, what I do is I quickly save it. And then I open that up into Photoshop, and I'm going to do it for you now just to show you what I do, right? Because it's not going to be 1920, even though we asked it 1920 16 by 10, right? This is the size it is. So if I check my image size inside of Photoshop, then what you're going to see is you're going to see that actually even the height isn't right. So what I tend to do is I just boost this up a little bit because it's only very little. That'll give me 1810 by whatever it was. And then I take the sides, because I've got Firefly in here, I can come down and put expand background, okay? And this is an annoying thing in Photoshop. So expand background generate, right? So that's going to give me more than 16 by 9. And then I just basically do a crop and then I've got my image, right? So you can use tools like Foul to do stuff quicker. To do things accurately to size, but this works with me. So that looks pretty decent now, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my edge for this. For me to create this from scratch will take a long time. So I've got this and I'm going to just do a crop on this. So I'm going to go to canvas scale and I'm going to be cropping this in, right? So if you've got Photoshop, this is pretty basic stuff. It can give you a good head start, right? So 1920, it's going to crop in from the left, and it's 1820, and I'm going to click proceed. And that's going to knock that in. And now that's all knocked in to the correct size. If I look at the image size now, you can see it's 1920 by 1080. So then I can just save this out. So I can just save, and I'm going to save that on my desktop. Let me just export it. So now I can export this out at the right size, and I've got something that's pretty cool. AI, and you'll see this is the card that I actually use, right? So that's it. That's how you can do it. So you can use AI to do this. Now I'm going to give you a little bonus now. So you should be super happy because this is probably one of the best things that you can do. Right. So with AI, what you tend to find is that the first time you never know what image you're going to get, right? You can tell it and you can say what sort of image and those sort of things, but you don't know what you're going to get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the prompt that I've got and I'm going to create what's called a contact sheet. So let me start a new chat. I'll put this in here, create an image, fast, I want to make it impactful and stylized, right? Create an image. I'm going to put create a contact sheet. This is the specific word of 12 images. Right. And then I can carry it on. So I can create a contact sheet, 12 images. Each image should be a completely different look and feel based on my prompt, right? So that's when I ask it and it will fill that out for me. So this is the key word: create a contact sheet of 12 images. Let's hit this now and see what it does. So this is all about speeding things up, and you'll see when you come with me, if you come on my mentorship journey, I'll be giving you tons of little golden nuggets of information that can literally save you hours of time. And this is one of them, right? It's not the best one because there's quite a lot, but this one is going to be the one that can save you time straight away. So instead of creating like 12 different images that all take time, now I've got completely different kind of styles and looks. Look at these images, they're all slightly different, and you could say different styles, right? I'm just trying to get across to you that you can create all these different images, and then you can say, do you know what, I really like image 3. So I can close this down and I'm going to go, give me image 3, and then I'm going to click. And now it doesn't always, but it normally goes left to right. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then down the line 4, 5, 6 if you've done 12. So it's normally left to right, and that's the order that it takes it. So it should be taking this image here and giving it to me in here. So if it doesn't, you could always edit it and scrub it out, but you're going to see that it is actually that image there that it's creating. So it's gone 1, 2, 3, that's the image you want, bang, it's done it. So that is a massive time saver for you guys. There you go. So you've got it, right? And there it is. Look at her hand. Her hand is actually twisted the wrong way around. It's kind of like, I can't even do it. Can't even do it. That, what she's doing there. So you have to correct that, right? So you might say, actually, do you know what? I want to choose image 2. So I'm going to choose image 2. So sometimes you might need to upload the reference image because it might not know, but I'm going to try it. Let's try it. Image 2 now. So you can create whole sets based off of these things. It's super, super cool. And then one last thing I want to tell you is how you can just adapt stuff really easily. So if you want some of the titling change, you can say, change the text to this text. So I'm going to put change the text to this. So sometimes I put little speech marks around it as well. So change the text to this. AI is the greatest for images. So you can see it's produced that image now. So it's produced that image, which was number 2. You can see that there. So now I've just told it to change the text, right? So we'll see what it does. Sometimes it puts it over the top, but you can see the power of this contact sheets, being able to straight away in fly edit that. And because I've said change the text to that, it will take the image that's been generated above and it will just change the text in that image because it does it in flow. You could say change the image and use image 6 if you wanted to, and it would know, it would look back and it would know that and it would change it. So this is the power of it. It's super, super powerful. And you know, for us as creators that are always trying to get as much time as we can and produce as much as we can, it is super, super cool. So you can see there, AI is the greatest for images. It's just replaced it, right? Super, super easy, right? Now download that, take it, expand it. I could even download that and take it into FAO AI and use or Kling, and I could say 16 by 9, just expand on this, and then it will give you what it is. So it's a really good tool to be able to do this all in ChatGPT, right? So that is images for you inside ChatGPT, and there's so much more that we've got to cover on AI subjects. So we're going to break it down into these mini little lessons for you.